Now, children's stories are being celebrated in the Moments That Matter competition. Over 800 participants have submitted stories that have shaped their lives. The competition is a reminder that even the smallest moments can have the biggest impact. Entries are currently open and the event ends on the 30th of April. There are weekly prizes and a grand prize of 5,000 Rand. For more, we are now joined by Mesuli Kama from the Hold My Hand campaign. Mesuli, good morning. Thank you so much for joining me on the South African morning. Let's start with what exactly inspired the Moments That Matter competition.
Good morning, Janelle, and greetings to your viewers. This competition is part of the work that Hold My Hand is doing in support of the national strategy to accelerate action for children. So it's about, creating a nationwide understanding that investing in children is actually a way of us escaping, our inequality trap, but also building leadership for children across South Africa. So we have a public, powerful engagement that we are pushing, and that phase now of that public communication is at the presence, where we talk about our presence in the lives of children. It might be small connections, with children, because those matter in their lives. So that's why we have this competition, which is about presence, which is about celebrating, the small moments of connection with our children. They might be past or they may be a present. So this work really is about recognizing that there's much work that would have been done in investing in children, but we might be at the point where we might be losing the gains that we would have made. So we're saying these are the efforts to accelerate action for children and put, their development and well-being at the center of our national development, ensuring that all children in South Africa, they can be able to reach their optimum well-being and they can grow to thrive. They can grow to reach their full potential.
Now, Mesuli, in just about 3 weeks, over 800 South Africans have already shared some of their stories. What are some of the most moving or creative stories submitted so far?
Yes, the number is increasing day by day, generally. Now we're over even 1,000. And as you said, the competition ends end of April with weekly prizes. We were amazed that South Africans have allowed themselves to be vulnerable, sharing those moments of love, even moments of grief and healing. There's a child that I can think of who was saying her moment that mattered is when her dad was graduating, and the dad took the graduation hood, and put on her, and she was saying she felt like she was graduating also, and that made her actually to think that she wants to graduate in the future. And other moments, they're about parents, as I said, being vulnerable, sharing the stories about their children who are differently abled, moments where there's progress in their lives. I think of Kezia, who the center she's in Easterrast, this shed where she just took her first steps, of walking. And these are the moments, they are heartwarming, and they're coming from all South Africans across the country, all provinces, and people are authentic, others creating their own instruments for children to play. We know how love and play is important in the development of a child, so these are the moments that we want, but we want to go further. We're encouraging South Africans to come out, share those moments as you are teaching that young child within the first 1,000 days. We know how important that phase is, for cognitive development. Those moments when the child can't even pronounce the words. We want those moments because we want to show to South Africans, showcase that these are small moments or small moments of connection, but they matter. They are big. They have a big impact in the lives of children.
What do you plan to do with all these stories?
We, as I said, this is a public communication. We want a public engagement. We want every South African, to be present in the lives of their children, and we want to showcase this. One thing that we are not taught generally as human beings is how to parent. We take that from our experiences, and we want to say to all parents, it doesn't matter the difficulties that you may be under. We want to unearth, the support that is there, and use experiences of other people. As you are faced with a child who's differently abled, with a situation that you do not understand, just know you are not alone. There are organizations that can support you. There are other South Africans who have went through these, and we want to use these moments as content to even show, South Africans that these are things you might do. These are things you might do to show the love to your child. How important it is to be there with your child. How important it is to have some activities with your child so that you stimulate, their language development while they are still young. There are recent statistics that children at grade 4 in South Africa, over 80% by PELs, over 80% of them, they can't read for meaning. It means we have to go back. We have to invest when they are still young. And that needs presence of parents in the lives of children. And that's what we want to encourage with these videos, that let us all be present, whether you're government, all sectors of society, government, parents, siblings, private sector, all of us, because what follows after this is a call to action. What is this one thing that everyone can do, that you generally can do for a child in South Africa, that ENCA can do for a child in South Africa, that teachers, that parents, that churches, that political leaders, unions, everyone in South Africa. As South Africans, we have shown during the past pandemic that when united, we're able to, put up a fight. We put up a fight against COVID-19, and we're able to do well against countries that are well-resourced and well-developed, because as a people, we are resilient, and once we unite, we show that power. And we're saying, here's another opportunity. Uniting about the children of our country, and all of us say we're going to do one thing for a child, because this is investing in the future of our country. This is ensuring we're going to have human capital in the future. Thank you, Janelle. So we really welcome more entries to the competition.
I appreciate your passion, and that's what we need, Mesuli. That's what we need. We need that passion to safeguard and to encourage and to help grow our children. Just very, very quickly, how can a viewer still enter the competition, and maybe talk me through those prizes again?
Yes, so you can enter every week. You can enter even as many times as you can, as long as the moments you are sharing, they are different. So these are the ways of entering. There's a WhatsApp line that you can WhatsApp the word moments to begin your submission, and that number is 0600 411 111. 0600 411 111. So there you can have a written story. It can be a photo, it can be a video, it can be a voice note, it can be artwork, where we are sharing that moment of connection. But also you can use our social media pages and tag our Hold My Hand SA pages on Instagram, on Facebook, and on TikTok, and use that opportunity to share this moment of connection. The prizes, we have prizes of 1,000 rand in value of vouchers, but the grand prize, as you said, is 5,000 rand, and then in that 5,000 rand, 1,000 comes through cash, but 4,000 goes through vouchers. And these prizes are every week. People have been winning every week, but as we said, as South Africans are coming out, they are seeing this more than the prize, but an opportunity to play their role, to show their presence in their child's lives, and hopefully encourage other people to do so as well, creating a safe environment, a nurturing environment for our children in South Africa and for the future of South Africa.
Absolutely. Let's change the narrative together. Thank you so much, Mesuli Kama from the Hold My Hand campaign. As he said, you can go to the social media, Hold My Hand, and that WhatsApp number is 0600 411 111. 0600 411 111.